Hello everyone, welcome back to another video with me. I'm so glad you stopped by again. Well, this video I thought about putting up another tutorial, but I've been getting so many emails about the tote bag video. People want to know what I sell my tote bags for. They want to ask prices, and it's kind of hard because I live in Florida, okay? You could be watching this video, you could be in California, or maybe you're in New York, maybe you're in Kentucky. Everybody's pricing is going to be completely different. I can do another video on how to price things if that's what everybody is interested in. But for this particular video, because people wanted to know what other things I sell, what are good products, I'll tell you what works for me. Okay, so that's what this is. Another video for my top selling products. These are going to be as of up to December, the end of December, right before Christmas, when I did a final Christmas market. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this in my last video. This is the neck bone pillow. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to say this real quick. I have no problem telling people what my top products are. I mean, if you're on YouTube, you're here to learn. And I think, you know, there are millions of people in this world. So we can share all the people that want to buy some things. And so I don't mind telling you what my top products are. Just don't show up at an event I'm at and selling the same thing if you want to make them. Okay, so with that in mind, let's get started. Okay, jump right in. I've had this on my last video. Like I said, I think that video was 2 years ago, but this is still my #1 top seller. Yeah, I'm not doing from 5 to 1. I'm starting at 1 and then we're going forward in no other particular order. Seriously. The neck bone pillow. People love it. It is easy to transport. It is great for using at home. It's a road tripping pillow. You can take this in a car. You can use it for your neck. You can use it for your back. You can use it for your arms, for everything. The greatest thing that I love about sewing is that we are able to customize fabric. With that being said, with this being my top product, I'm going to show okay, next up, I don't know what I should call this. It's not a wristlet. It's too big to be a wristlet, but too small to be a handbag. So definitely not a clutch, but so we'll just call it the boxed wristlet. How about that? Yeah, so this did really well last quarter. Could have been because it was Christmas time and I had a lot of different patterns. I tend to make about 10 to 15 items of a product. The reason for that is because I feel as though 10 is enough to for someone to find what they like, and it's not too much. 15 is that median where your goal is, if you have 2 events back to back, if you sell 7 of that item one day and 7 another, then great. You've made enough, you know, for your stash for more than one event and without having to remake it. This did really well, I think, also because I paired it with something else around Christmas only. I paired it with I was going to show you this with a different product, but this works with this as well. I paired it with a debit card holder. This is great. This is called, I'm just running to the store and I don't want to take my whole wallet with me. Or suppose you're going to a theme park. I don't know. Maybe suppose for Christmas you're giving someone a gift card. That's what this is. This was a top seller for me. I didn't sell this for a lot. I sold it for, I think it was $4. The reason I chose to sell it for $4 is because when you have items in your vending booth, such as this, people just want something they can that they can match with it. And if you have the same print, they want to match things. We'll get to this, but they want to match things and they don't want to spend a lot of money. Well, guess what? This didn't cost me a lot to make. I made this actually with scraps. Okay, and this little button right here, this clasp, this boiled down to be like 3 cents because I do buy them in bulk. So this did really well, and people realized that, you know what? I could actually buy 4 or 5 of these as stocking stuffers or little gifts for someone, and it didn't hurt their pocket. Whereas this would take me 10 minutes to make and only cost me the scraps of a project. Guess what? That's a big profit. If you hear $4 or $5, you're thinking, well, that's not a lot of money. Well, guess what? I would rather sell 50 of these at $4 or $5 than to only sell 4 or 5 of another item. There's a trick to that, and yeah, I know it sounds crazy, but it's more profit in this little thing right here. Okay, so I'm going to put this to the side for a moment. I wanted to show you that because it was about upselling. It's about having that extra thing that you can match that someone can purchase along with that one product. Also, so you just saw the neck bone pillow. If I had this in my booth as well, that person that loves, let's just say, monstera leaves, they love monstera plants, they might love gardening. Well, guess what? They're going to say, do you have anything else in this fabric? And that's for me, right? To say, sure, I have this, and this. Okay? I have about 20 products in my store. Maybe around 24. But the goal for everything that I make is to have more than one item in that particular fabric because I want to sell more, right? And if they see a pattern, if they see a fabric that they like, they're bound to buy more of that fabric. Trust me. Okay. This did really well. It is a coin purse. It's something you could just toss a debit card in. You can toss the coins in here. You get people that want to just have something for their scrunchies. Just easy in and out of a store. This did really well. And again, this was scraps. I haven't done a tutorial on this, but I could put a pattern, or if I do a video, I'll just put the pattern. I've had this pattern. I don't normally use patterns, but this one was a pattern that I've had for, I want to say, maybe 15 years. And I started doing them, with the curved bottom at the end of last quarter instead of squared. Again, this is one of those items that you could, like I was just previously talking about, you could go ahead and sell a card holder to match with that. You don't want people walking out of your booth with only one thing, especially when you get a yard of fabric and you could make, probably around 6, 12, 18, you could make probably around 12 of these from a yard of fabric. You do the math. I'm not sure if this was on the previous video. However, this continues to do well for me. It is a book/tablet sleeve. And what I like about this one, I do sell another version of this, but people like this one. And I think it's because of the clasp. I think it's because you can put your book or tablet in this, and it can hold multiple things and know that your items are not going to fall out. It also has a pocket, which allows for a phone to go inside of it. It allows, if you are traveling, it allows for you to put Clorox wipes inside of here, a pen inside of here, passport, anything like that, and have easy access to a lot. I myself love this when I'm traveling. So this continues to do well for me. I did mention that I have another version of this. If it doesn't have a clasp on it and the pocket, and if it's just the sleeves, I sell it for cheaper. I think it's sort of $3 cheaper. And it was kind of interesting because I recently went into a store and I saw the price of what they were charging for these, and I thought, that's insane. So anytime my customers or people come to my booth and they question how much something is, I said, well, you can go to, and I tell them the store, which is a big franchise, and I said, you can get one from the choice that's there and pay $15 to $17 more, or you can get it in a fabric that you like. Your choice. And then they realize, wow. So this is a really big seller for me. It's a tablet and book cover, book sleeve. You've seen this. This is the reason that I decided to make this video. It's the tote bag. I'm not going into this further because I did earlier, but this is a huge seller for me, and I constantly have to make these. I guess it could be that I don't know, maybe because I live close to a beach, but doing it in a variety of different fabrics allows a teacher to use it, allows someone doing yoga, or, you know, someone going to the gym, someone who loves books. It's an everyday bag meant for everyone, but I do sell a lot of these when I'm close by the beach. So I'll do certain prints that are beach friendly that people love. And I did have a tote bag version in my last video, but that one was the quick version. That one didn't have the nice zippers. It had a magnetic clasp in the last video. I still do make those, but there are people when they want to spend more money, there are people that prefer the security of a zipper and they don't mind paying for it. The people that just want a tote bag and I don't know, different reasons, but I do sell a lot of them that have the magnetic clasp and no zippers. But this one does, you know, extremely well. And they're actually able to notice the quality in them. And I priced this $10 higher because of the zippers. Okay? The zippers on each side. The inside still has the pockets. You can check out the video on that. I won't go into it. But big seller, big profit margin right here. Something that was a surprise to me. I got a request from someone to do a shoe bag. They were getting ready to travel. And I thought, you know, that's a pretty cool idea because I had just come back from Europe. And not gonna lie, I put my shoes in my bag, but I used bags, plastic bags from when I had bought some souvenirs. And I just kept the bags, but I didn't want my shoes dirtying my clothes. I had, you know, clean laundry in my luggage. And I thought, what a great idea. How come I never thought to make myself one? Knowing I also have packing cubes and things like that. Anyway, that's a whole other story. So, I made her a shoe bag. And then, when I made her the shoe bag, I got the idea. Some shenanigans going on out there. Okay. I made the shoe bag for her, for my customer. And when I made the shoe bag, I got the idea that, wait a minute. Packing of the shoes, and then with packing of the shoes, what about a collapsible, what everyone seems to see as the toiletry bag? But I thought, what about a collapsible bag to put like maybe bras and underwears or dirty laundry at the last minute, you know. And so I got the idea for this with special lining and using the same idea, the concept as a boxed toiletry bag. I just made this collapsible So it could be used for last minute things, dirty clothes that you want to put in here. Because like I said, I have clean clothes coming home, and certain things you wear the last day, you don't want with your other luggage. And these did really well. I sold these as a set, the shoe bag and the collapsible storage bag. Now, I did these in a Paris print just because, like I said, I had recently come from Paris in the fall, but anything works. I did a few of them in different fabrics, and they did really nice for the holidays. I'm thinking that the products that I chose to have in my booth that I packaged with other items did really well because I packaged them. You could price your items higher, but packaging them together made people feel as though they were getting a discount. And if that works, that works. Of course, I did have the items like the regular scrunchies and things like that. What it boils down to really is who you're talking to and what you have available at the time. Because if you have that same fabric in multiple items, they're going to buy multiple items. So those are my top products. I didn't want to do a top 5 because it seemed like 7 at the time. I don't know. I wasn't counting. I just wanted to show you what did really well for me in the last quarter. Sometimes packaging those items is all the difference. Okay, well, that's all I got for you right now. If you have questions, go ahead, put them down below. If people really want to see how I price items or why, leave that in the comments as well. I would be willing to do a video to show, but maybe I can just, send a link to people instead of posting it publicly. I don't know. But yeah, that's about all. Okay, thank you for joining me on this video. I hope that you'll check back in. I am going to put together another tutorial, and I'm hoping that you get out and sell some products or get online and sell some products. So there's so many people that we could be reaching, with our creative minds and creating products. So let me know if you have questions, put them down below, and I will see you at the next video. Thank you for watching.